Landon's high-speed saver squeeze. It was a crisp February afternoon in 2024 when the family arrived at Savers. Landon, a creative 10-year-old wearing a golden crown and purple glasses, stepped out of the car. He adjusted his gray shirt with the magenta 56 and smoothed his dark gray skirt over his navy pants. His 5-year-old brother, Elsa, hopped with excitement beside him. "Maybe they have something that goes fast today," Elsa cheered. Landon smiled, his yellow eyes bright, though his cold hands gripped his gray Infinity GB tablet tightly. Inside the thrift store, Landon navigated the aisles with his older sister, Gaika. He held his favorite things close, the gray chevron plaid 56 blanket and his charcoal comfy Infinity blanket. Landon was checking his YouTube channel at Klasky Super Speed on his tablet while Gaika looked through the vintage books nearby. The store was warm, but Landon's hands were still chilly as he toggled through his latest video edits on the screen. Suddenly, Gaika stopped and pointed at Landon's navy pants. A dark, wet patch was spreading quickly through the fabric. "Landon, look," she whispered urgently. Landon looked down and gasped. His Mickey Mouse pull-up had reached its limit, and he had accidentally peed right through it. The moisture was already starting to reach the edge of his gray chevron plaid 56 blanket and his gray tablet. "Oh no," Landon said, feeling the dampness. Their mom, Freeze, hurried over to help as soon as she saw Landon's face. She knelt down and began a frantic search through the diaper bag. She pulled out toys, snacks, and wipes, but her face grew worried. "Landon, I'm so sorry," Freeze said. "We used the last Mickey Mouse pull-up this morning, and I forgot to restock the bag." Landon clutched his damp blankets and his Infinity GB tablet, worried about the mess. "Don't worry, team. Mission home is a go," declared Landon's dad, Paw Patrol. He took Landon's cold hand and began leading him toward the exit at a brisk pace. Landon moved as quickly as he could, trying to keep his dark gray skirt from touching the wet spots on his navy pants. They needed to get home immediately to save Landon's tablet and his charcoal comfy Infinity blanket from any more damage. They reached the car in record time. Paw Patrol jumped into the driver's seat with a determined look on his face. In the passenger seat, Elsa buckled himself in, his eyes wide with anticipation. "Are we going to go fast, Daddy?" Elsa asked, his voice full of wonder. Elsa was obsessed with miles per hour, and he knew his dad was the best driver for the job. "Buckle up, Elsa. We're moving at maximum velocity," Paw Patrol replied. The car took off like a rocket. The speedometer needle swung past 100, then 200, finally hitting a staggering 256 miles per hour. Outside, the world was nothing but a blur of winter trees and sky. Elsa let out a huge whoo-hoo as he felt the speed. In the seat next to him, Landon was focused on his tablet. He watched as a small drop of moisture slid toward the corner of his Infinity GB screen. "It's on my blanket," Landon cried out as they sped down the highway. The gray chevron plaid 56 was definitely wet now, and the charcoal comfy Infinity blanket was catching some of the dampness too. Freeze turned around from the front seat, looking at her son with a comforting smile. "We're almost there, Landon. Just a few more seconds and we'll get you and your tablet all cleaned up." The car screeched into the driveway, having made the trip in mere seconds. Inside the house, Paw Patrol helped Landon get straight to the bathroom. Landon felt a wave of relief as he stepped out of the wet navy pants and skirt. His cold hands were finally warming up under the warm faucet. Paw Patrol handed him a fresh, dry Mickey Mouse pull-up. "Good as new," his dad said with a smile. With the Infinity GB tablet wiped clean and the blankets in the laundry, Landon was back in business. He sat on his bed, adjusted his purple glasses and his golden crown, and turned on his camera. "Hey everyone, it's at Klasky Super Speed," he said to his fans. Today's trip to Savers turned into a 256 miles per hour race. Gaika watched from the door, proud of her brother's quick recovery.